Battle of the Sexes is directed by Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Ferris, as well as starring Emma Stone and Steve Carrell. This is the true story of the 1973 tennis match between world number 1 Billie Jean King and ex-champion and serial hustler Bobby Riggs. This movie particularly piqued my interest as I love a good inspirational sports story, especially if it's a true story, and that's exactly what this film is. Also, the two lead actors are a real draw for this film, as well as the directors as well, and I got into a exclusive screening for this film, and seeing it early in this position was a very good opportunity, and the movie itself did not let me down. First off, the two lead performances are, as I thought they would be, fantastic. Emma Stone, who I absolutely love and always have loved, is amazing as Billie Jean King. She really is able to deliver a emotionally driven and very powerful lead performance as well. She's a very driven character. And Steve Carrell as Bobby Riggs. Steve Carrell is an actor I didn't realise I liked as much as I did. I really liked him here. So is this another award-winning performance for Emma Stone? Quite possibly. I mean, I don't think she's as good in this as she was in La La Land, however, she is still almost at that point, pretty much there, and the fact this is a true story role is definitely going to grab the attention of the Academy Awards, and I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a nomination and maybe even wins Best Actress again this year, like she did last year, although the chances are perhaps not as high, because like I said, I think her performance in La La Land was slightly better. And also, another performance that I want to mention on the side quickly here is also Alan Cumming. He's not in the movie too much, but when he was, he just added a certain presence and just a sense of really nice fluidity to the film. And even though I've never been the biggest fan of Alan Cumming particularly, I really like him in this film. He just added something, just added a certain flair to it that the movie was lacking when he was not on screen. Also, I really enjoyed the direction of this film. I mean, the two directors who directed Battle of the Sexes are also the same directors of Little Miss Sunshine, and when you look at that film, that is definitely something that is going to influence this, and you can see how they are the directors of that film. It's very well directed, it's tight when it's filming the tennis matches, it is very up close, very personal with these matches, you can really see how they're doing it, and also the way that they just introduced the story with the direction was very well done. I also have to commend the script writers. I think this script was very well written. I really enjoyed all the character interactions, especially the ones between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs, and the way that the actors were able to play off of each other using that script was very awesome to watch on screen. I just thought the script was very snappy, but also very relevant. They talk about these social and political issues, but they don't shove it down your throat and they don't scream it. And they are not necessarily subtle, but they're not outlandish about it either, and it's a good balance. Now, the biggest problem with this movie is its pacing. I feel that the movie is quite slow paced and it can sometimes feel like it's dragging on a bit. I remember looking at my watch about an hour into the film and realising, oh, this certain thing hasn't even happened yet, why are we still here? So the movie does drag on a bit, it's a bit slow paced, it's not ridiculously slow paced where it's an absolute drag, it's just sometimes you think to yourself, oh, this is not going on as quickly as it probably should, and that is a slight problem sometimes. They also try to set up a romance between Billie Jean King and another character, and I just did not find the romance convincing. It was very quick and a bit rushed, and however I can't really critique that too much because this is obviously a true story and this is actually what happened, and obviously they didn't want to spend too much time focusing on this true love story that they felt they didn't really need to explain, and they didn't really need to. It's just from a film perspective it didn't really work, but then again, like I said, I can't really fault the movie for that. Overall, I had a really good time with Battle of the Sexes. I think the movie had excellent direction from the two directors of Little Miss Sunshine. Also, the two lead actors of Steve Carell and Emma Stone are both phenomenal in this film, and the fantastic script that this film has really backs them up and allows them to play off each other really, really well. However, I feel the film is ever so slightly bogged down by its pacing, which may put some people off and may turn them away from the film. I'm going to give Battle of the Sexes an A-.